Yo, what's good YouTube? Back at it again with another great video, man. And as you guys saw by the title, I'm actually in a different game on Roblox. Now, this game is actually called My Tycoon. Now, what I'm going to be doing in today's video is I'm going to be showing you guys the most OP layouts for your droppers in My Tycoon and showing you guys how I got to the max rebirth in My Tycoon. This game is also created by 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖𝙡. I will put the link to the game in the description. I've been seeing it around YouTube a little bit recently, and I decided to try it out. I played it a little bit yesterday. I kind of grinded to the max rebirth, but it gave me enough time to actually be able to show you guys one of the most OP methods and the most OP layouts to actually go ahead and get yourself to the max rebirths and be able to actually get droppers like this Mega Blaster, which is 5,250x luck. And yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy this video, and if you guys do, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys want to see more content like this, man, or just Roblox content in general. And yeah, man, hopefully you guys do enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the video. Alrighty guys, as I said at the start of the video, I'm in a new game called My Tycoon. Now, what this game is about is basically you buy droppers, you place them on your plot, and you watch how much money they make you. Now, this is how to play. You go ahead and you buy droppers from the shop right here. You place them on your plot, clearly, so that you can get money, and then you collect studs, which are these little blocks, and then you sell and repeat. But yeah, that's just the little game description they had there, and I've been seeing this game around YouTube recently, and it's been kind of going a little viral. Not too viral, it has about 9,000 players right now, but yeah, anyways, I wanted to actually show you guys how I got to the max rebirths in about a couple hours. I think it was around 3 hours yesterday I played after I recorded my hypershot video, and yeah, I've made it to all 4 floors that they have so far in the game, and as you guys can see at the top floor, it is blank. That is where I'm going to be showing you how to actually set up this layout. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this. Let's get on with this video, man. Alrighty guys, so obviously the first part of the method is load into the game. Now, once you guys load into the game, you're going to see a little something like this. Now, I'm going to recommend you actually go through the tutorial before you actually get to this part where I'm at. So if you guys do want to go through that tutorial, just pause this video and come back. But yeah, I'm going to continue. So this is what you will see at the start of the Tycoon. Now, what they're going to go ahead and do is tell you to get some droppers, yada yada. Going to tell you to place the dropper, something like this, and start collecting money. Now, what you're going to go ahead and do is save until you can get 1 iron, about probably a little more than 1 iron dropper. Now, this is $90. I'd say save up till you can get about 5, which is about $450, which actually isn't too crazy. Just start spamming some basic droppers, and you'll probably have it in about like 5 minutes. Probably not even about. See, look, I just somehow got a lucky draw, which these actually drop studs, which can have a luck on them, and it will give you more coins based on the luck of the material of the stud. But yeah, anyways, once you save up about $450 so that you can get about 5 iron droppers, go ahead and actually break the conveyor. Now, what you're going to want to go ahead and do from there is actually go to the back right corner of your Tycoon and go ahead and, I don't know if you actually start with 3 conveyors, but you can buy some. They are 100 coins, or $100, so they're not that expensive, and you're gonna need some anyway for the next part after I'm done showing this. Now, what you're gonna want to go ahead and do is clearly place the droppers, just like so. I'm gonna place about 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 6. So I have 6 droppers placed right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they all say about 1.1 times luck. This isn't the best luck you can have, but it is a good starter to getting some money. Now, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is, after you are finished with this part, go ahead and save about, I'd say, $10,000 or so dollars, and then come back to the video when you are ready. Alright. Alrighty, guys. Now that you are ready and you have the, about $10,000, go ahead and go to the gears guy right here, whose name is Gary. Now, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is buy a bunch of conveyor belts. I'm actually going to get myself to 100 conveyor belts here, just for the sake of this video. And also, if you can, go ahead and start buying cyber droppers. Now, what this is going to go ahead and do for you is you are going to actually start getting money a little faster with the plus 1% or plus 0.1% luck boost. But you can also, if you want to, just go ahead and skip past these 3 and go ahead and get the steampunk dropper if you want. It all depends on your type of style, I guess, that you want to do it in. Maybe you want to do it in higher based cash, but more cash but less droppers, or you want to do it the fast way with more droppers, less cash. Well, it isn't really less cash, more speed, but less costly. So, yeah. And also, before I start off the method again, I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. Try buying the droppers that actually have the 4 studs. Let me just see if I can go and show you guys what I mean here. Let's see. Yeah. Go ahead and buy the droppers with 4 studs and 4x5 studs. Most of them you'll see will have that, but there are some droppers that I will show you once we do get started with this method that, well, not get started, but do progress with this method in layout, that you're going to actually want to go ahead and skip, because they, honestly, they don't give you enough luck boost, and they're a little slow, as well as they take up a lot of room because they are a little too big. But yeah, anyways, enough yapping about this part. Once you guys get about, I'd say, 25 conveyors, you can start doing this method. So go back to your Tycoon and actually buy another stud collector as well, which is about $500. Not too bad. And you should have about, like, probably 6 or so cyber droppers over there running so that you can get constant cash while you're building the layout. Now, once you are done getting those cyber droppers, come back to the video or unpause the video, and I will show you guys the next part of the method after you got those conveyors and you got a little cash setup going so that you can get constant cash. Alrighty, guys, I've done a little bit of yapping, but now we are here for the best and most critical part to this layout and build, is the building process. Alright, so what you're going to want to go ahead and do is actually go ahead and get to the front of your Tycoon. Sorry, I don't know, I had a brain fart. But anyways, and you're going to want to go ahead and actually go to the top right or the front right of your Tycoon and actually place one conveyor. Not the green stud yet. You're going to want to place a conveyor. And that conveyor actually just gives you enough space to where you can go ahead and actually place the stud collector here. Now, actually, I don't know. No, I have the stud collector actually one space over. So you're going to want to go ahead and actually place 2 conveyors and then the stud collector. Now, the position of the stud collector from this point on doesn't really matter. Just make sure you have it here, and or I guess the position of the conveyors, not the stud collectors. But anyways, oh, sorry guys, I fell. Let's get back up there. And what you're going to want to go ahead and do from there is, well, the reason I actually place these here is because it gives about a dropper's space. So you'll have 1 row of droppers right here so you can maximize the space. And next, you're going to want to go ahead and start placing your conveyors. So you're going to want to place one right here facing this way and also right here facing this way. And you're going to want to, I keep saying gonna wanna, but yeah, you're gonna want to go ahead and actually place the conveyors in a line until you can't anymore from this section. Let me actually turn off notifications here. My bad, guys. Right, there we go. But yeah, you're gonna want to go ahead and place these conveyors all the way until the end here. And then after that, you're going to want to go ahead and place a line of conveyors this way. Now, my reasoning for this, as you guys will see, is to actually maximize the distance of, or the amount of droppers that you will have. Now, this next part might be a little tricky for some beginners. Well, it might not be tricky, but it could be tricky because you could not place it right and it could go all wrong. But just place 2 conveyors here so that you have 2 rows of droppers like that. And then go ahead and place another line and continue like that for the rest of this part. And I will do a little time lapse from this part on, and I'll probably have another I might just have this time lapse, but if you guys do need me to actually go ahead and do it a little slower, I will do it slower at first, and then actually I'll probably just have a timestamp so you guys can skip to it once you are done for the more, I guess, advanced people. So here, I'm just going to continue building this like so. Have another line like this to where there is 2 rows of droppers. Just like that. And then you'll probably have enough money to where you can actually break this little conveyor that you had at the start. So then you can actually go ahead and place this last row of conveyors. Just like so. And actually, once after that, you're going to want to go ahead and actually break these little middle ones here. Oh, my bad. Break the little middle ones like I showed you. And this is actually all there is to it. This is the layout that I have. Now, I will go a little more in depth to on how to place the droppers. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, for the people who have skipped and the people who have actually watched the video, now I am going to show you guys exactly how to lay out the droppers here. So I have a couple iron just for this, or a couple iron droppers just for the sake of this method here. What you're going to want to go ahead and do is go back to the top right or the front right of your Tycoon and actually get your dropper to see where you see those little green arrows as far as you can from the conveyor, and then place it and actually see if it either drops like it just did now, or it just slides into the green stud collector. Sometimes it'll do it like, as you guys can see there. Oh, actually, those are actually dropping, and they weren't actually, let me see. Oh, wait, never mind. That is from here. But yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and break it if it is a little too far, and then place it at about right here, I think, is good enough. Nope, that's the same spot. My bad. Place it right about as far as you can from the conveyor so that you can just maximize the amount of droppers that you have. And then you're just going to go ahead and continue placing droppers until you have full droppers like this. And you'll have your first row ready. And once you're done with your first row, I'll show you how to do the second row right here. You just turn these around and do the same thing here, and so on and so forth. As you upgrade droppers, I'll show you the next step. And this will probably be the final step on this layout. Sorry if this video is just a bunch of yapping, to be honest. I just wanted to showcase some tips for the beginners and OP layout that I actually found for some of the intermediate players. So, yeah. You can now pause the video if you guys are still building the Tycoon or placing down your droppers. But if you guys do want to skip ahead and see what the next and final step is, just go ahead and do so. I'll have the timestamp down below like I did for the other ones. Alrighty, guys. Once you actually have your droppers placed, like I do in my first floor. Oh, wow. I actually just made my first billion. But anyways, as I was saying, once you actually have your droppers, I'd say about 2 rows, go ahead and actually start buying better and better droppers. Right now, I can buy the spaceship dropper, which is my best dropper besides the Mega Blaster, which somebody actually dropped to me. I'm not sure. It's actually the best dropper in the game at $5 billion. So that's pretty nice. This is also, this isn't a rectangle dropper like I said, but anyways, I probably will have a build with it, or the next video I will be showing you guys me maxing out the droppers, something like that. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know, but yeah. You're going to want to go ahead and just continue buying the best droppers and slowly but surely building up your Tycoon. And basically repeat these steps that I showed you before on how to build the layout for each floor, and it should be pretty self-explanatory. That is honestly the end of the method. I also have a couple of other tips for you guys, so let's get on with the... Alrighty, guys, the first tip I have for you is definitely rebirth. Rebirth as much as you can, and yeah. Also, don't actually sell any of your smaller droppers. Well, I'll tell you when to stop actually selling your droppers. I would say stop selling them at about Shadow Dropper, because then you just get to extend each dropper and just have more droppers that you can place after you actually upgrade the other droppers. So yeah, that is the second tip. Now the next tip is actually don't honestly spend your money on these droppers here. They're not that good. The best dropper is the Bombardino Crocodilo, which is obviously a brain rot. This is the brain rot dropper pack. But I just feel like I don't know. I feel like it isn't all that great, especially since it is more of like pay to win and it is like luck based, so you're not always going to get the Bombardino Crocodilo, so yeah. But anyways, the next tip is actually, if you are pay to win, I would go ahead and actually buy the Beginner Tycoon pack and the Expert Tycoon pack, as well as VIP. Now, it's just self-explanatory. You get a bunch of stuff here, bunch of cash to start off, and actually be able to build the method or the layout a lot faster. Also, auto-collect could come in handy for people who AFK. I don't know. It's just for people who actually do pay to win. But yeah, that will probably be the end of it today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video actually, and I will see you guys for the outro. Alrighty guys, that will actually be the end of today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this new game that I found and also enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please be sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss an upload, and comment down below if you guys want to see more content like this or have any ideas for me. Also, thanks for the recent support. I appreciate it a lot, and it actually helps me create better content for you guys as well. So yeah, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's been 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖𝙡, or it's been your boy 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖𝙡, and it's been good, man. Been a fun video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.